For a princess already standing on a knife's edge, the person trying closest to fix her life might actually be the one pushing her marriage completely over the brink. Everyone thinks marrying into royalty is the ultimate fairy tale, but behind closed doors, a toxic web of overstepped boundaries, sudden disappearances, and vanishing privileges is threatening to shatter an elite union forever. If you think you know how this royal crisis ends, you only know the half of it, because the final shocking twist in this family standoff is something absolutely no one saw coming. We cover the untold, darkest chapters of high society on this channel every single day. If you love diving deep beneath the gilded surface with us, you are in the right place as we strip away the pristine headlines to uncover the raw reality of the world's most scrutinized families. The unspoken rule within the House of Windsor has always been absolute discretion, but a frantic series of leaked communications suggests that rule has just been completely shattered. Reports indicate that Princess Beatrice has finally snapped, issuing a desperate ultimatum to her own mother, Sarah Ferguson. Insiders say the Duchess of York has been aggressively inserting herself into Beatrice's private life, pushing a fragile domestic situation past its breaking point. Instead of offering a steady hand during a period of intense public pressure, the Duchess is allegedly doing the exact opposite. Rumors suggest she is constantly blowing up the couple's personal phones, demanding updates, and offering unrequested advice at all hours of the night. It would be difficult enough if she was just overwhelming Beatrice, but sources claim she has taken things a step further by calling her son-in-law directly. This persistent boundary crossing has reportedly driven both Beatrice and her husband to their absolute wits' end. But this isn't just an isolated case of an overbearing parent. Psychologically, commentators believe this behavior points to a much darker, systemic pattern within the family. Whenever the Duchess faces massive stress or fallout from her own public controversies, she predictably shifts her energy toward fixing the lives of her daughters. She allegedly treats their personal relationships like projects to manage, completely ignoring the boundaries of a mature, independent household. Princess Eugenie is believed to be facing the exact same suffocating intrusion, leaving both sisters feeling increasingly isolated. Yet, the true motivation behind these desperate phone calls might have very little to do with motherly love. There is a growing suspicion that this relentless meddling is a strategic distraction from a much larger, looming crisis, one that threatens to completely dismantle the family standing. And as it turns out, Beatrice's husband was not planning on staying quiet about the chaos for very long. The pressure on the York family has reached an all-time high, prompting a rare and remarkably sharp public statement from someone who usually prefers to remain entirely in the background. Edoardo Mazzi has finally broken his silence, issuing a brutal forward response to critics determined to tear his relationship apart. For months, rumors indicate that the multi-millionaire property tycoon has been quietly planning a strategic exit from the endless storm surrounding his in-laws. The media frenzy reached a boiling point after reports suggested Edoardo was actively pulling away from his wife during one of the most challenging periods in modern royal history. Insiders say the distance between the couple isn't just emotional, it is increasingly physical. Just as the family was hit by a massive legal wave, the luxury developers seemed to vanish across the Atlantic, leaving Beatrice to handle the heavy fallout completely on her own. This sudden, frequent travel immediately set off alarm bells across the country. Commentators openly questioned whether the Italian count was retreating to protect his own elite brand, Bonda property, from being permanently stained by the family crisis. It is believed that high-net-worth investors were growing deeply uncomfortable with the constant headlines, forcing Edoardo to make a definitive choice between palace loyalty and his corporate empire. But rather than letting the speculation destroy his business, the 42-year-old decided to hit back directly through the press. When pushed on why he was spending so much time away from home, his response was cold, calculated, and entirely unapologetic. It is completely normal. He firmly reminded critics that a business owner traveling to secure international clients happens in every single industry, dismissing the entire narrative of a household in crisis. Yet, close acquaintances claim this public defense is merely a carefully crafted shield. The physical distance might be justified as business, but the timing remains incredibly suspicious to those watching from the inside.